The world is full of animals, and some are cuter than others. This blog post will showcase the most adorable animals from around the world. Some people find animals to be the cutest things in the world. They are furry and soft, with big eyes that make them look like they need you to protect them from everything. Animals have been used as symbols of innocence and purity for centuries because of their natural beauty. Which animal is the cutest? The answer to this question varies depending on who you ask, but one thing that most people agree on is these animals are adorable. From pandas to koalas and foxes, there's something for everyone in this list of cute animals. Whether you're looking for a new pet or just want some warm fuzzies, check out what we have compiled below. Top 10 Cutest Animals in the World 2022. 10. Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs are some of the cutest animals in the world. They have spikes on their backs and they can curl up into a ball, which is adorable. Other cute characteristics about them include the little black noses that they have under their faces and how wide open eyes they always seem to be looking at you with. Their bodies are covered by stiff spines or quills except for around the mouth where there's no need for protection from predators because its lips form an impenetrable shield when it curls up. 9. Little penguins. Little penguins are one of the cutest animals in the world. They look like little tuxedos with tails and they're only as tall as an average human hand, which is just so cute. The males have a blue-black back and a white belly while females have orangey patches on their bellies too that make them stand out from all other penguin species. What really makes this animal adorable though is its big black eyes, which people find to be reminiscent of Hello Kitty, and how it always seems to waddle around when it walks or swims because it can't use its wings for locomotion without sinking into the water instead of walking on land. 8. Northern pygmy owls. Northern pygmy owls are one of the cutest animals in the world because they're so tiny and fluffy. They're just as big as a human fist, with their wingspan measuring only 16 inches across. One would think that these birds wouldn't be able to fly or even stay warm without fur on them, but it turns out that they have feathers hidden underneath all those soft layers which makes them perfect for living in cold climates. Their cute little faces make people want to protect them by putting up owl houses near their homes. They mostly do this during nesting season. Like other small birds, northern pygmy owls have very high-pitched squeaks too instead of any kind of vocalizations we humans normally hear. In the wild, horned pygmy owls can be found in northwestern Canada and Alaska near forests or open spaces. They feed on insects that they find out of trees or bushes with their sharp teeth, but when it comes to larger animals like mice, squirrels, rabbits, birds, and other small mammals, these little guys have no chance at all. These adorable creatures live for about 12 years, which is a long time compared to most birds living around just 2 to 3 years. But unfortunately, because humans are so passionate about protecting themselves from hungry predators, they don't always survive in numbers high enough after being released into the wild. 7. Koala bears. An animal that seems to have it all beautiful, fuzzy, and cuddly with a super cute name of koala bears. This adorable animal lives in Australia where they feed on the leaves high up on eucalyptus trees or sometimes lower down if the branches are too far. Their paws make them perfect climbers as well as diggers because their claws can get into bark easily. Koalas live for about 15 years, which is surprising considering how delicate they seem at first glance, but this just shows how wonderfully adapted these animals are to life in Australia. They're not very active during the day, so they spend most of their time sleeping. It's tough to work being cute. But when evening comes around, this furry guy will be out looking for some food. Mixed with their natural beauty, koalas are also hunted by predators like the dingo and feral pigs, so you'll find them high up in trees or holding tight to a branch when they have something to eat. 6. Arctic foxes, aka snow whites. Arctic foxes are one of the most beautiful animals in North America. They have a white coat that really stands out against their snowy environment, and they have blue eyes, which is another thing that makes them stand out from all the other animals around. They live on land near water sources like rivers, ponds, or lakes. This animal doesn't hibernate during winter, so it has to keep moving and find new food sources when it freezes over. It also turns its fur into more insulation as well, because if an Arctic fox were to stay still for too long it would die. These little guys may not be able to survive in warmer climates, but we're just glad they can hang out up north. 5. Red pandas. Red pandas were only discovered in 1821. They are an endangered species of animals and they're the second rarest type of animal on Earth. Most people think that the red panda is just a raccoon, which it's not, because this little guy has more like cat-like features than any other animal out there. You can also find these guys in Asia, China, India or Nepal, so you don't have to go too far if you want to see them. We're excited to learn about all these beautiful creatures, and we hope that one day everyone will know what makes each creature unique. 4. Pomeranian dogs. When we think of small dogs, Pomeranians are probably one of the first to come to mind. These little furballs are so adorable. They have a medium-length coat that's slick and shiny, plus they're known for their fluffy tail curls. Pom-poms live in colder climates because it is too hot where they come from, which means there would be no food or water for them otherwise. Plus, when you consider how big some other animals get, like bears and crocodiles, these guys need all the protection they can get. It makes sense why people always want to take pictures with this cute little pup, but just make sure that your furry friend stays healthy up north. Don't let your dog out on its own unless you know what it's up against. The Pomeranian is a small dog breed. They are usually fluffy and come in many colors. They live most often in cold climates because it is too hot where they come from. This little pup has such an expressive face, it can't help but get hearts racing when strangers see them for the first time. Their long coat actually works to their advantage, since these dogs love living outside whether there is snow or rain on the ground, so you'll never have to worry about your furry friend catching pneumonia if they're not inside all day. 3. Bunnies. The word bunny is often used to describe a young rabbit, especially one considered too immature for handling. The term comes from the soft fur on a baby bunny's back and sides that feels like cotton wool, called down. Bunnies are the cutest animals for pets in 2021. Bunnies are such sweet creatures with their floppy ears, big eyes, and perky noses. They're so cute. They can also be quite shy at times, but once you get them in your home it won't take long before they start hopping around everywhere looking for things to explore. If there's a small child at home who needs someone to play with, then these little guys will be perfect. With toys and lots of care, bunnies can grow up into healthy adult rabbits, which makes them a really great pet for children. 2. Fennec foxes. Fennec foxes are among the most adorable animals in the world. They're tiny, fluffy, and have huge eyes, which gives them a look of complete innocence that makes it impossible to resist their charm. Fennec foxes live in the Sahara deserts in Africa, so they need special care if you want to keep one as a pet, but with proper diet, exercise, and plenty of love these guys will be happy companions for many years. Their cuteness can't help but make people laugh when they see their funny walking style, where they sort of hop on all four legs while balancing. Like this is not an easy task at all. But still we find ourselves giggling because our heart just melted from how cute this little guy is. The fennec foxes are the cutest animals for pets and one of the smallest canids on Earth, so you know they're adorable. Fennec fox facts. They only grow to be about a foot tall and their ears will usually stand up if they haven't been clipped for some reason. 1. Persian cats. Persian cats are the cutest animal breeds in the world 2021, and this is because there's something about them that just makes you want to smile. They're fluffy, have a long hair coat with maybe stripes or swirls all over it in different colors, which means they stand out from other breeds, plus their eyes will range on color but usually end up looking like gold coins. They were even once considered royalty, so if anything these guys knows how to stay classy. Persian cats facts. You may also know them by the sacred cat, and they've been around for many centuries now. One interesting fact about Persians is that while some people think they might be indoor-only pets, we can't find a single piece of evidence that says this is true. Persian cats are all about being social, so they can be around people but also like to take their time and explore, which means a lot of patience will need to come into play when having one as a pet.